Hey guys, what's up? Black Ops 8P28 here, bringing you a new game today. It's called Dust 514. Sorry PC and Xbox guys, it's a PS3 exclusive, and it's in the demo beta version right now. You can download it from the PSN store. I think it came out a couple days ago to the public. It's a 2.6 gig download, so it's pretty large, but pretty good for free to play. You can't complain. So in a bit here, what it's going to be, I'll just let the game go and explain itself. Obviously, it can explain itself better than I can. And right now you just see me walking around in the pregame lobby. It's kind of cool. Right before you start a game, you're in this lobby, and kind of a cool feature. And then after the game's done explaining, then I'll have like gameplay commentary afterwards around the 4-minute mark.
Welcome, soldier. You're about to jump into a galaxy of opportunity, wealth, destruction, and death. If you are adequately prepared, you are far less likely to die violently on the battlefield. Your war begins long before the first shot is fired. The equipment you choose, including your drop suit, weapons, and vehicles, will determine not only your odds of survival, but also your role on the battlefield. This equipment must be purchased from the marketplace and will not be returned to you should you lose consciousness or life in battle. Your clone continually accrues skill points in battle and out. In turn, these points are applied to skills to increase their effectiveness, or to teach you how to use more advanced gear. The skills you train will define the warrior you ultimately become. Your Neocom is as important a tool as any weapon you will ever wield on the battlefield. It provides remote access to the market, allows you to customize combat fittings, plan your skill progress, communicate with other mercenaries, and most importantly, tracks all ongoing ground combat in the cluster. Your mercenary status allows you to fight for the corporations or factions of your choice. Once committed to a battle, you will join your allies in an orbiting war barge to suit up, form squads, compare gear, and devise strategies for the battle ahead. Remember that communication extends beyond the mercs around you. You can discuss tactics both in a local chat and within your corporation, and even with starship pilots in EVE Online. Combat in New Eden is fast, frantic, and brutal. As good as you are, you will die. And when you do, you will reawaken in a clone ready to return to battle, wiser and better prepared for the challenges ahead. Whether sneaking past enemy positions, plowing through them in a tank, or supporting your squad, you must adapt to a dynamic and dangerous battlefield. Tactical objectives change with every battle. You might need to clear out drone infestations, or participate in massive land grabs sponsored by galactic empires. You may find yourself fighting wars for ideals, for money, or simply because it's what you're good at. Along the way, you'll meet like-minded mercs and forge alliances. Because one day, the land you're fighting for could be your own. Your teammates don't need to be your best friends, but you will need to trust them and work together as a unit. Being in the same squad will improve your combat effectiveness, and having a starship pilot join you can provide substantial benefits, including orbital strikes on your enemies. Dust 514 is more than a chance to lay down blistering fire, rush over terrain in armored vehicles, and fight across the galaxy alongside your fellow mercs. Every battle, every action, every decision you make will bring the galaxy together or tear it apart.
Alright, so before we get into it, just wanted to say a big thanks to you guys for 300 subs. You guys are awesome. Thanks for all the support. You guys are awesome. So what you're seeing here is some ambush gameplay. It's like it's basically TDM, and we're just rocking the shotgun here. I love the sound effects when it hits the armor and stuff like that. Just what I'm showing you here is in between, like when you die and you're gonna spawn again, you can either call for help from a medic, or you can pick your class here. And this bottom class here, I don't have enough skill points or whatever they're called, so you kind of have to rank it up before you can use it again or whatever. And the other ones that are white I could have used, but just showing you this. So right now there's two game modes. There's a skirmish game mode and ambush. Ambush is TDM. Skirmish is basically like conquest mode from Battlefield, or like domination from Call of Duty. I'm not a big conquest or domination kind of guys, so for me right now these game modes are lacking. I'm more into like the rush from like Battlefield or like search and destroy or demolition from Call of Duty. So I'm hoping they're going to be adding like some kind of rush game mode or like something where you detonate a bomb or something where you go after an objective. I don't know. Conquest has never really done it for me. So for me right now, that's probably the biggest pet peeve of this game, I guess you could say. And but I don't know. Hopefully they'll add more in. I think right now it's just in the demo version, of course. So not as many game modes and not as many maps. Right now I think it's just this one map. And in Ambush they put you in like kind of limit you to certain parts of the maps for different games. So that's cool. You can see the map or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like you got 16 versus 16 for TDM. That's pretty big for console. You PC guys are probably like, big deal. But for us, 16 versus 16 is actually quite a few players. So even for TDM, there's always somebody to shoot, which is good. You're not running around a lot. I hear in Skirmish though that you're doing a lot of running instead of shooting and all that, and I find that pretty boring. One thing I found is the spawns can be pretty horrible in this. Towards the end of the gameplay, you'll see what I mean. And you just sometimes spawn right in front of people. But like I said, it's a demo. They're obviously having a demo for issues like that. You gotta love games for having demos and working out these issues before they. There's not really a launch date because it's free to play. It's a demo right now, so. But they want to work out the bugs and get people playing. This game is actually integrated with a game called EVE Online. I've never played it before. It's I think it's a PC game and like an RPG kind of thing, and so it integrates. I think eventually that people from that game will they can hire you to like carry out missions down here kind of thing, and I think their universe is up in the air there. Sorry if I'm butchering that. I have no idea. I haven't looked into it. So the controls are kind of like Battlefield, I would say, the most closely resembled. Don't have any issues with the controls. I turned the sensitivity all the way up. It'd be nice if you could turn it a little higher, but it's not too bad right now. And there's lots of customization. You can create a class. You got I think it's 4 different classes. You got the medic, you got assaulters, like your frontline guys, you got snipers, and then there's one other one. So you can revive teammates. Each one's got their specialty, of course. One class is meant for like taking out vehicles. That's another thing. I've never gotten to a vehicle either yet. Like there's tanks and like ships and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I've only played about an hour. I think it'd be cool to be the medic because I think there's actually a thing that you can you'll see it as well coming up in the gameplay where you can heal your enemies or your teammates, even if like before they go down. So there you can see I'm hitting help requested there. You can either respawn right away or try and wait for medic. Nobody came. So I wanted to show this gun. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of assault rifle or something, but like look at that. How is that not hitting him? Like I don't know if there's like a limited range on this gun or what, but or the hit detection is that bad or he hadn't spawned in, but I got a couple examples coming up. So here I'm pretty close range and it took him out pretty quick. But maybe you guys know more, like who's played the game more, but you're gonna see here I'm not even getting like hit markers and like a lot of those shots are missing, but right there like I don't know, it's kind of weird. You'll also notice in the bottom left you got shields and then you got health. That top number is your shield, I believe. And what happens is like your shields will go down first, of course, and then they'll start taking your health once your shields are down. And I don't think your health regenerates, just your shields will regenerate. But if you got a medic, they can kind of like I said, they can help you with your health. They can revive you. I think if you're a medic as well, I think you can revive yourself kind of thing. Don't quote me on that. There's another gun. It looks like an LMG kind of gun. It's like a chain gun kind of thing, like the death machine from Call of Duty. That looks cool. I haven't used that one yet. I tried a little sniper rifle. The first sniper rifle I just found to be pretty horrible. There's only 3 shots in the clip. It's bolt action, and I wasn't hitting anybody with it. So overall, though, for the first hour playing this game, like I said, I'll probably play more if they come out with more game modes, more like a demolition or like a rush kind of game mode. Then I can see myself playing this. Haven't played with any friends yet either. Guess we'll find out if they play, and that always makes games more interesting as well. So, and the reload animations are weird. Like right there, I thought I reloaded, but I only had 12 shots. I'm like, what on earth? So like right there, you think your gun's reloaded, but you see there's like that slight delay, and then on the right, then your bar fills up. And it's just really wonky. Like, you're so used to, like, once the animation is done, your gun should be reloaded, but seems like there's like a half a second delay, and you can't sprint reload like Battlefield. So that's kind of out of the picture there. So that guy right there, I kept that in there. You see that like electronic thing he was shooting out? I think that's the medic, and I think he's healing teammates there. So that's kind of cool. If I was to play this game, I think I'd mostly be the medic, and I like to revive teammates, and you can heal yourself and stuff like that. So, and this last part I put in here, like this, I think that thing right there is where they can spawn from. So this is an example of bad spawns. Like, I think you could just probably camp this thing out. I ran up to it. I was gonna try and hack it. I didn't know what that did, but then the game was over. But I think you can just camp those things, and I think they can just spawn off of them. And I don't know though. Like I said, I've only played this game an hour. Definitely not an expert. I'll be trying it again though. Not too bad. You can't go wrong for free to play. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed. I will talk to you next one. Alright, bye.